Riot Games lays off 530 or 11% of staff. Axe's Riot Forge label. League of Legends developer says the changes are a necessity and not to appease shareholders. Riot Games is laying off roughly 530 people, or about 11% of its global workforce, in a move the company says is a necessity and not to appease shareholders. In a letter to staff shared publicly, Riot Games CEO A. Dylan Jaja explained that the layoffs are occurring because since 2019 the company has been making a number of big bets, broadening our portfolio and growing quickly, with the company size doubling in just a few years. However, those big bets do not seem to be paying off in the way Riot hoped. Today, we're a company without a sharp enough focus, and simply put, we have too many things underway. Some of the significant investments we made aren't paying off the way we expected them to. Our costs have grown to the point where they're unsustainable, and we've left ourselves with no room for experimentation or failure, which is vital to a creative company like ours. All of this puts the core of our business at risk. Over the past several months, we've tried to alter our trajectory in many different ways. We asked leaders to make trade-offs in the things that teams are working on. We rolled out hiring slowdowns and, in some cases, hiring freezes. We put an emphasis on controlling costs while strengthening our revenue growth, all of which has without a doubt been tough for our teams. But as I've dug in with leaders across Riot, it's become clear that all of us, these changes aren't enough. We have to do more to focus our business and center our efforts on the things that drive the most player value, the things that are truly worth players' time. Unfortunately, this involves making changes in the area where we invest the most, our headcount. JJ goes on to explain the plan for the layoffs rollout, which will begin over the next hour and finalize in the coming weeks depending on local laws. Riot is offering 6 months of salary minimum to all laid off, cash bonuses, and a number of additional benefits and supports. Additionally, the company is asking everyone to cancel meetings in the coming week and work from home if possible while team members process the situation. In addition to the layoffs, Riot Games is also axing its Riot Forge label following the release of Bandletale. Riot Forge was announced in December of 2019 as an indie publishing label to produce games from third-party studios using Riot IP. In the ensuing years, it's been behind games such as Song of Nunu, Rune King, Hextech Mayhem, and The Mage Seeker. While we're proud of what we've created in this space, and we're grateful for the Forge team and for our external partners who made these games happen, we don't view this as core to our strategy moving forward, JJ wrote. As for the rest of Riot's portfolio, the company says that League of Legends, Valorant, Teamfight Tactics, and Wild Rift will be more ambitious than ever, and that their teams will be prioritized. Legends of Runeterra will continue. However, the game has faced financial challenges and cost more to develop and support than it makes, so the team is being downsized and focusing on the PvE Path of Champions. Riot Games layoffs comes as yet another blow to an industry already reeling from mass layoffs. Last year, an estimated 10,000 individuals lost their jobs industry-wide, and in the first month of 2024 alone, so far the number is rapidly approaching 4,000 amid studio closures, project cancellations, and industry funding drying up in a tragic trend that seems likely to extend well into the rest of the year. Comment section. The Shadow 250 says 6 months of severance is pretty generous. I agree. Real Frowns goes, lots of tech layoffs happening these days. It sucks for everyone affected. The entertainment industries like video games get hit more than others as consumers pull back on spending on unnecessary things. And Chuck481 says, also a bit of entertainment industry pretending there would not be a slump after COVID. Execs too afraid to say to shareholders that they may have to scale back, so they keep on hiring like they don't know what is coming and make savings when they fire them all. So what do you think of Riot Games laying off 530 people? These are the guys behind like League of Legends. I mean,
yeah, like what the fuck, man? League of Legends is a very popular game since the early as 2008, 2009. Like they never lost much sales or popularity since then. And I know the layoff of 500 workers still. Like that's really like about 50, 100 people. Okay, no big deal. First thing, you'll blow customer service departments, yeah, community resources, etc., etc. But 500, that's very greedy. in my opinion. But at the same time, it's capitalism. Like, hey, it's about short-term gains for for the least amount of a usage or the least amount of labor involved in that short period of time. So they're not thinking long term. That's what I'm thinking of. Because I was a gaming company or a gaming studio, and or have my own gaming platform like it's similar to like Nintendo, or whatever. I'll try to keep on to my developers for as long as possible because then it wasn't either the skills or the experience needed to maintain that betterment of my IPs and all. Because once they lay them off, they go into other companies like PlayStation related or Sony Sony PlayStation or even Nintendo and stuff like that. Like, I want to give up that talent to bring and give it to them, you know.
Right.
So I was trying to find ways to keep my employees happy, and also keep them for the sake of not throwing them away like use of garbage, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, it unfortunately it sucks, but it's what a lot of game companies are going through.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, so it just sucks. Again, you think Riot Games would have been safe, just like Microsoft, just like you think the developer company for Dead by Daylight, but no.
Oh yeah.